So I forgot to mention where I was with the nightstand base. So here we have the door, and I've sanded most of these. I have to sand a couple over here yet. Well, about 4 of them over there. And normally I put the screws in like this into the ends. And by doing so, I decrease the chance that this is going to sag and get crooked. If you only put something on the back, that tends to happen. They tend to slide down. So that's when I started capping the ends, or at least one end, and then screw in good and tight. Now in this case, I have room behind it. So I'm thinking about taking a board, and this is the front. So imagine in the back, I take a board and I run it like this and screw in from the back side. So I don't have screws going into here. I only have them coming up this way. So I'm thinking about putting it together a little differently than I have before in the past. And we'll see how that goes. The other thing I changed was when I'm putting together these pieces with the stone and everything, I was holding them with my hand and then flipping them over, but it's kind of hard because it slips a little bit here and there, and then you have to re-grab them. And so I've switched to using the clamps. Clamp the stone down really good, and that helps. That also serves as legs, so that kind of props them up like this, and then I can lift them a little bit more, screw in, and put them together like that. Plus, 2 clamps for the stone, and then 1 for the piece that I'm putting in. So that's been helping. That makes it a little bit easier. So one of the other things I noticed was the ends aren't polished on these stones, so I don't want them. They look whitish when they're not polished. So I'm oiling the edges. Now on some stones, like this one right here, I'm quite sure this is a granite, and granite's a little bit more porous, even though you do seal it. And this may have, I don't think this has sealer on, but it could. But even if you have sealer on, there's still stuff can go in. You can see where the oil has went into the stone some and kind of enhanced the edges here, which is fine. I didn't really want to oil the whole thing. I'm not sure what effect that would have. Maybe I'll take a piece and test that. Or maybe use an oil that's going to harden more, like a tung oil. Because they do have these enhanced sealers, and you can buy them. And I thought about buying one, but I might just, rather than buying another product to have around, I might just try tung oil and see what happens, because it might bring out the colors, make it a little bit more vibrant, and seal it good too. So I'm not sure. And this isn't, these are just for looks, so it's not like someone's going to be eating off it or anything. And I guess even if they did, I just wouldn't do that anyways. But it might look cool. Okay, so that's where we're at. A few little tricks we learned over the last day or two.